lurks beneath the binary.
We will strip the flesh from their bones! They will not escape us!
All the glory of the ancient days gone to dust.
Slaughter them all! What would you have us
Cross
do?
me and die. I am here to lead.
Crush! Rend them limb from limb! The point is ours! Destroy! Destroy! It is done! Take us to battle! Feast on their flesh! We live for the hunt! We fight back! Feast on their flesh! What would you have us do? Do not try. We soar our wings of fire
And die.
Yes, Lord.
We need enemies! Rend them limb from limb! Enemies! We need enemies! Destroy! Destroy!
Enemies! We need enemies.
Cross me and die.
I am not your bootlick!
You will receive a mission conducting you.
Enemies! We need
I
enemies.
seethe with purpose.
Warhound is ready! I serve the luminous towers in battle for all eternity! Let the slaughter begin! What? No mercy! No
no pity. No.
After 1,000 battles, one hungry remains dead.
We are under attack.
The ancient powers of chaos.
The Sisters of Battle rely greatly on their faith. When they first came to the tainted world of brought the living Saint Ananias and placed her in their primary bastion in Sama on Kaurava 1. Following a secret and ancient practice, the living saint was imbued with the inviolable aura. An aura of invincibility, which would prevent any chance, he thought, of defeat. Guarded at the last by this inviolable aura, the Sisters of Battle marched with great surety. Who, in truth, would dare oppose them? What adversary could faith and fire not sweep from before them? In the face of chaos and vile aliens, the Sisters of Battle merely redoubled their fervent prayers and penances and fought on. They came to believe that glorious victory was the only outcome. The idea that any would dare attack their mighty bastion was unthinkable. The possibility that their bastion could fall beyond belief.
Good, she comes.
Sisters, the living holy saint of the Emperor, Saint Ananias, scourge of heretics. Now, in the name of the Emperor!
Good.
There, it is done. May the Emperor's blessing carry us on to victory, sisters!
We thank you, honored martyr.
So... it is true, then. These blessed shrines will confer invincibility?
Indeed. Within each shrine lies a true and sacred relic of the ecclesiarchy. Now that the edifices have been blessed by a living saint, they confer upon her the inviolable aura, as scribed and fervently mastered by the great ecclesiarch Jonasiah Vuonis.
And wherever she goes, no harm may befall us?
Precisely. Neither our persons nor our belongings.
One pure bright candle amidst a sea of filth and darkness!
That is well said, Canoness. This is a tainted system. It may, in fact, be irredeemable.
Then we shall purge it with fire. I have yet to find a cinder that was not faithful in its praise of the Emperor. All is made ready? Yes, mistress. Good. These would-be conquerors shall have a taste of our fire and faith. The Emperor will punish them through us.
We will control this entire world, a point at a time.
Point us at our prey.
Steel yourself, my sisters. The time of battle draws near!
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
How can I serve?
We must kill.
Resistance! We give them the mercy of death!
We captured him for chaos.
Your rabble
We
are
can serve you.
undeserving of my presence.
See the loyalist camp. Kill them all.
We have it as orders!
Do not
Enemy
trust
spotted! It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out pain!
must.
The weak fight back! We will soar from wings of fire!
We captured him for chaos.
What would you have us do? Meeting resistance! For their bones! What would you have us do? None can travel past me! None can travel past me!
What is your wish? We're here for the Dark Gods. We serve. Enemies of the Dark Gods, beware!
I feel the warp overtaking me! It is a perfect day.
Enemies!
For ours!
Enemies!
My God, it will be done! My God, it will be done! We soar on wings of fire!
What is your wish? Great one!
We are under attack! None can travel faster!
Grant us the gifts of the Chaos Gods, Great One! We're here to serve, Master.
Whatever you decide.
Fight back!
But our devotion grants us strength beyond the scope of
My
mortal
God,
arms.
it will be done!
Whatever you desire.
We are taking fire! You hear the voices too? Crush! I cannot and destroy! You hear the voices too?
Chaos undivided will destroy you!
Sacrifice for the weak! Why aren't we killing it?
We must kill!
We must kill!
So long as our goals align,
We are under attack!
are yours to command.
Chaos! Consume us!
I heard you the first time!
We must kill!
Bless us, Great One!
Enemies! We need enemies!
Cross me and die.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out pain! Meeting resistance!
open! Blood for the Blood God! Blood for the Blood God! I'll drink the blood from their hearts!
We are taking fire!
Split them open! I am invincible! I will have last blood! Blood for the Blood God! I'll drink the blood from their hearts! Split them open! I'll drink the blood from their hearts! I'll drink the blood from their hearts!
Free now!
I'll drink the blood from their hearts! This errand is beneath me! I'll drink the blood from their hearts! I'll drink the blood from their hearts!
Sanity is for the weak.
We are under attack!
Fire! Fire, my sisters! Do not falter! Do not blink until the enemy are cinders! Cinders and ash!
Into the fray! Though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
The true power is here.
Bless us, Great One.
They strike at our convents. Well, we
Yes,
are not
yes.
yet short
We
of
will
the
work
faithful
faster.
and ready for battle.
We are taking fire!
Must kill!
It is as though a thousand mouths crying
I seethe with purpose.
I feel the blood tingling!
I want the commanders taken out of
It will be done!
Dispatch the assassins! Immediately!
Why aren't we helping?
Take us into the thick of it.
My life is forfeit.
We are under attack! Sanity is for the weak! Prime, get ready for battle! There will be nothing left to 1,000 battles! But only these dead!
I see.
Get hurdles. Hear the voices too?
Best to find and level
By
their
God,
production
it
facility.
will be done!
And lo! Those who stand against the Emperor's will
By
shall
God,
ever falter,
it will be
and they
done.
shall
We are
ever
taking
fail!
fire.
By his faithful they shall be crushed, they shall be burned, and surely cast into the pits of
possibly
horrid
know.
void.
Where is the blood I was promised? Take us into the thick of it. Prepare for battle. We are under attack. There will be nothing left to bury. Hear the voices too?
Show me the enemy.
It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
Sin like this. Vendettas.
Take us into the thick of it.
Knock them down!
We march from convent to convent.
Sin like this.
Grow and so our might.
After 1,000 battles, one only stays dead. They are too strong. There will be nothing left to bury. Let's fly into the flames!
Do you hear the cries and fear of our sacred them down?
Crusade of my own.
We are taking fire!
Must kill!
The chaos gods speak clearly now.
That is the way to hell lost. Kill!
Bless us, great one.
I feel the warmth of it. Take us into the thick of it. Moving out! We will crush their skulls under our iron treads.
Give them to me, and I will break them. More bodies for the pile.
All weapons primed and ready for battle. We have it now!
Sanity is for the weak.
We are ready. Need us?
The Chaos Gods.
All weapons primed and ready for battle.
We shall rain down fiery death. The Hell Talon cannot be stopped. The Hell Talon cannot be stopped. We go.
confer invincibility. And wherever she goes, no harm will befall us?
Precisely. Neither our persons nor our belongings.
At your command.
The Chaos Gods demand their soul.
Meeting resistance!
The Dark
We are taking fire!
is free.
We are under attack!
They will crumble.
I am not bootleg! On our way!
Weapons range.
We're back and better than ever! Sanity is for the weak.
Must kill. Unyielding force.
Even a warped mind
Taste
can see
Destruction from above. The target will be eliminated.
we're free now!
Nothing but cinders.
It was a momentary madness.
The lightning fighter production facilities. There it
The
is.
target will be
Lay waste to us.
eliminated.
Like chaos.
We are the flying scourge of chaos. The target will be eliminated. Just take us into the thick of it. We shall rain down fire. We shall rain down fire. Take us into the thick of it. Hell talent ready to serve chaos.
Let me see what strength your false gods grant you.
Sanity is for the weak. Must must kill! We see the target!
We rain immolation from on high.
I feel nothing but hatred.
There will be nothing left to bury.
Chaos cannot be denied.
We have captured a location. It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain. Do you hear the voices too? That is the way to hell. We are the destroyer!
Catch your hell.
We bring destruction from above.
My mind is burning with terrible thoughts.
Hybrid.
Your blasphemy is annulled!
We need enemies.
Chaos is the only true answer.
My lord. Hell Talon operational.
Why aren't we killing him?
We rain immolation from on high, plotting a course. Leave nothing but cinders. We rain immolation from on high. Leave nothing but cinders.
Of course.
Avaunt, infidels!
Catch your hell.
We are under attack!
Freedom.
Rain immolation from on high.
Now is the time for war.
Good pain. Guide me wisely. None can stand against the coming darkness.
Me and die.
Why aren't we killing it? I am invincible!
Our foes have shattered 2 of the shrines. We must defend the remaining 2 to our last pious breaths. Avaunt!
Are the flying swords of chaos.
Every sister to the last would rather die a holy martyr in a field of flame
Destroy
than
the
lay down her
Enemies
arms.
of the dark gods,
Exalted and
beware!
I beg you, fight by our side. Together we will fight, and by the Emperor's will.
Do you hear the voices too? Kill! Crush! Rend them limb from limb!
Lust for blood is never satiated.
Better than ever!
Do you have something with me? Annihilate it.
This place is sacred.
Resistance!
We bring destruction from above. It is as though 1,000 mouths cry out in pain.
Are you sure?
Swallowing me! Resistance!
Right away, Master.
No need of preaching. I'm content with what I have. It is always the same.
Gods are nothing in my presence.
Sanity for the weak.
Will all be removed. I am unvarious. That is a lie.
It was a momentary madness!
The gods are taken us.
You will be killed by traitors' hands!
Sisters, we must go as martyrs! We must go in flames! In flames!
Second only to the Space Marines, the Alpha Legion found a natural enemy in the Sisters of Battle. If anything, the Sisters Militant stood even closer to the false Emperor, whose destruction they were sworn to perpetrate. In the Order of the Sacred Rose, the soldiers of Chaos saw more than revolting pious zeal. They saw manifest evidence of the Emperor's powers through the Sisters of Battle's many acts of faith. Spurred by these considerations and the active threat the Sisters of Battle posed, Lord Charon resolved on a direct attack. He would prove definitively the superiority of the Chaos Gods. The Alpha Legion Chaos Space Marines certainly proved their own superiority that day, routing the Sisters of Battle and spurning their powers, prayers, and their living saint alike. Of the dark ceremonies and horrible atrocities that the victorious soldiers of Chaos perpetrated there in the Sama district, it is not best to give a full account. Under the orders of Lord Charon himself, however, several particularly horrible examples were blasted into space, in a path that would surely be intercepted by an Imperial battle fleet.